Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to this tour of my Bay State kitchen garden. It's June 3rd, 2013. Here are basil, tomato, and pepper seedlings waiting to be planted out in the garden, and a barrel full of lettuce that's starting to bolt behind them. Saul's waiting inside the gate as usual. Hey, buddy. It's been very hot the last few days, and then we had some good rain last night. Everything's looking perky again. Here's my main strawberry patch of Seascape. Berries are coming along. I'm just trying to get them before the birds notice them. I do have other plantings of berries that are intentionally left uncovered for the birds. I hope that they will kind of miss these as a result. That's the rhubarb. Been eating lots of it. We're going to go over to the orchard or auxiliary garden first today. Fingerling potatoes here. A new planting of winter squash, delicata, butternut, and then some summer squash, some patty pan. These are the recently transplanted rhubarb, doing very well. And right here are my hops. They are starting to vine. Another planting of potatoes, planted a bit later so I can harvest them later. Going past the grapes. I've never gotten a lot out of those. I did spray with copper fungicide this year. I hope it will help. A very early daylily. This is a plant that usually blooms in the fall. At a sport, and it bloomed now. Here's the thing that's making me the happiest in the garden right now. Look at these blueberries. I sprayed with BT, and it seemed to stop the destruction of the flowers by the winter moths, and we have thousands of berries on these blueberries. Just got to share them with the birds. Come out every morning and pick them as they're ripe. Look at these. Awesome. Over here we have onions, garlic, asparagus bed in the background there. Over here, these are the covers over some transplanted tomatoes to keep them from getting too much sun. There's the raspberry patch, starting to get some buds. Jerusalem artichokes, already about 4 feet tall. Blue potatoes, getting flowers also. And I'm planting right in the pathways. Got some winter squash planted in there since I don't use that path much. Inside the fenced garden, broccoli rabe, romaine lettuce. I did get that from Transplants, not something I do usually, but I picked up a few and they really have headed up nicely. I think I've still made a profit. Bush beans coming up. It's always nice to have a rose. That's one of those great knockouts. Auroch and nasturtiums. Beets. One of my 3 plantings of peas. Those are the Oregon Giants. Second planting of spinach. This is mirror green peas. This is an heirloom potato leaf tomato. I don't know what variety. I got it from my brother-in-law, and it's already got buds. It's been in the garden longer than any other potato, about a month, because it's protected in here by the edging in this deep bed. These are my Alaska peas. And yes, they are starting to get some peas. You can eat the small ones before they get tough if you have a lot. More bush beans. These were frosted initially, but you can see the new growth looks great. More fingerling potatoes. And I like flowers in the garden. These are bachelor's buttons, grown from seed, a row of nasturtiums along the side. Few strawberries in the paths and beds that when I did my transplanting somehow didn't get them all. Self-sown sunflower seeds here. And then back out the gate. What a beautiful, bright purple one that is. I think that's one of the species of the Siberian iris with chives underneath. I love mixing food and flowers. So that's the tour of my Bay State kitchen garden, June 3rd, 2013.